All right, morning grade 7. Today we've come to a problem solving lesson. But guess what? I don't think you're going to find it that difficult because it's basically doing the same type of questions that you've been doing at the end of the last few lessons. So we just did a lesson on taxes and discounts, and at the end you had to do 2 questions that were word problems. That's about the same level that today's lesson is going to be on. So I don't think you'll find it too difficult. So I just want to remind you, taxes and tips. When we find a tax or a tip, we calculate how much it costs, and then we add it to the original bill. So a tax and a tip ends up costing you more money. Whereas a discount, we calculate what that percentage is as a dollar amount, and then we subtract it from the original price. So a discount is what we want. It costs you less money. So for today's lesson, basically what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through this one question from your textbook with you so that we can understand taxes and discounts in terms of problem solving. So here we have a question. Luella has $688 that she has saved in order to purchase a special antique. So that's how much money she has. She's trying to decide if she can afford means have enough money, to purchase an $800 pocket watch at 25% off plus 7% sales tax, or a painting that's $650 plus 7% sales tax. So we want to figure out which item she can buy. And remember, this is her budget, $680. That's how much she has. So obviously, grade 7, we need to calculate the discounts and the sales tax to understand if she can buy it. Because if you take a look up here at this pocket watch, it's originally $800. If that were just the price, we already know it's too much money. But because there's a discount, maybe she can't afford it. So what I've done is I've broken this problem down into 2 different sections, the painting and the pocket watch, and I've rewritten out the information beside each picture, just so I can keep it straight in my brain and so I have enough room to work. So here we have a picture. It's not an antique picture. Actually, this is a picture I got from my Opa for Christmas. He's 91 years old and he painted it for me and my sister. And even though he's losing his eyesight, I think this is a pretty amazing painting for someone who's 91. So let's pretend my Opa's painting is worth $650. Now notice I got this information from the paragraph. This painting did not come with a discount. The only thing we found out was that it came with taxes. So remember, when we want to find what a percent is of a whole, we're really trying to find the part. And remember, we have part equals percent times whole. So I want to know, okay, the taxes are 7%, but what is that in actual dollar amount? So I need to find the part. So I do part equals 7% times the whole, which is 650. But remember, whenever I'm working with this type of equation, I have to change my percent to a decimal. So I do 0.07 or 0 7 100ths times 650. Then I go off to the side and I can actually do that. 650. Remember, my decimals don't matter. I don't need to line them up when I'm multiplying. I bump my decimal out of the way. 7 times 0 is 0. 6 times 7 is 35. And then, 5 times 7. Then 6 times 7 is 42 plus 3. And I get 4,550. But remember, put that decimal place back in, right? Think about it logically. It doesn't make sense that I could save over $4,000 on a $650 painting. So I put my decimal back in, and I have figured out that she will have taxes of $45.50. So I made a mistake earlier. I was talking about saving $4,000. No, it would have been a tax. So we're much happier that the tax is only $45. So we can't go, $45, sweet, that's all she has to spend. We have to think, well, what is her total cost? So remember, originally the painting was $650. Now I'm going to add the $45.50. Notice how grade 7, I line up my decimals because I'm adding, I'm not multiplying. So I line them up, put a decimal where it belongs, and I get that the total cost for this painting, including the taxes, is $695.50. If I go back to my original problem, remember she only had $680. So because she only had $680 and my final cost here was $695, she does not have enough to buy the painting. But because I trust that you are excellent math students, you're not just going to go, sweet, she can't buy the painting, check she can buy the pocket watch. Don't do that. Actually calculate it out, just in case you made a mistake on the painting part. So let's take a look at our pocket watch, and we should notice we have a discount and we have taxes. So first what we're going to do is we're going to find the discount. That comes first before our taxes. So I'm going to actually use a proportion to solve this, which is part over whole equals that percent, but using that percent as a proportion or as a ratio out of 100. I don't know the part, that's what I want to know, but I know my whole is 800, and I know that my fraction is, as 25% is 25 out of 100. So now I'm going to use cross products, and I get 25 times 800 equals 100p. Then I can think to myself, I can do this in my head, grade 7. I can think, okay, I might not know 25 times 800 in my head, but I should know 25 times 8. And I know that 25 times 8 is 200. And then I'm going to add those 2 extra zeros. So I actually get 20,000 equals 100p. Again, if you don't want to do it in your head, that's fine. Just do it on the side of your paper. What's happening to p? It's being multiplied by 100. I do the opposite, divide. What you do to one side you must do to the other. Divide by 100. These cancel out. I can cancel off my zeros, and I get 200 over 1. So I actually get that 200 equals p. So let's remember that 200 equals p. So what I'm saying is I'm saying that the discount is actually $200. So that's helpful information, but we only pay taxes on the money we actually spent. So before I calculate the taxes, I need to know, well, how much money am I actually spending? And the way I do that is I go, okay, well, it was $800. My discount is $200. Remember, with a discount, I subtract. So now I'm only paying $600 for the pocket watch. So I can cross off this cost, and I can say, well, it's actually going to only be $600. But now I need to pay taxes on that $600. So if I want, I can go back to, maybe I want to use the equation, part equals percent times whole. So notice I still want to find my part because I want to know, well, how much are the taxes? But my percent, I'm going to put in a decimal right away, is 0.07. But now, grade 7, my whole is a new number. My whole is $600 because I've calculated my discount. My discount was $200, so it's only going to cost me $600 for this pocket watch. So now I can do part equals 600 times 0.07. I don't need to line up my decimal places. 6 times 7 is 42. I bumped it out twice, I bump it in twice, and I get that my taxes are $42. Now remember, I'm not done. I need to know, do I have enough money to buy this watch? In order to answer that question, I need to add up what it cost, which was $600, because I got rid of my discount, plus my taxes, and I get $642. So I can go back to the question, does she have enough money? She does, because the pocket watch is only $642. So what I want you to notice here, grade 7, is how important discounts are, because originally that pocket watch was $800, and it actually ended up being the cheaper item because it had such a big discount. So as you do your work, a couple of tips. There's only 4 questions, but really pay attention. Am I talking about a discount where I subtract, or taxes where I add? So anytime you see discount or taxes, ask yourself, add or subtract. Then you need to ask yourself, do I need to find the final cost or not? Maybe the problem's just asking you, what's the discount in dollars? But maybe they're saying, what's the final price of this item after the discount? Also, just a little tip, on number 6, it says you need to estimate. So I think you had to find 15% of $39. That means round this number to the nearest 10. Now that's what it's telling you to do. All right, feel free to give